What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? The NFL draft is right around the corner, and while things might seem quiet on the surface, trust me, behind the scenes, Brett Veach and the front office are making some major decisions. And today, we're diving deep into exactly what the Chiefs need to fix before the 2025 season kicks off. Now, let's be real. Kansas City is coming off another strong season, but there are still some gaps that need to be filled. With the 31st pick in the draft, the Chiefs have a chance to add a serious playmaker to this roster. The big question is, who should they target? Defense? Offense? Maybe a trade-up to grab a top-tier talent? Before we jump into the expert predictions, I need your take. What side of the ball should the Chiefs focus on in the first round? Drop a D for defense or an O for offense in the comments. And if you believe Brett Veach is about to pull off another draft day masterclass, hit the comments with a C to lock it in. Now, over the next few minutes, we're breaking down the top mock drafts, potential first-round picks, and even some late-round sleeper options the Chiefs could target. There's a lot to cover, and you don't want to miss a second of it. So, let's get straight to it. What are the experts saying about the Chiefs' draft plans? Let's break it all down. All right, Chiefs Kingdom. Let's talk about what the experts are saying. Every year, draft analysts put out their mock drafts, trying to predict who Kansas City will take. And this year, there's a lot of debate. Some believe the Chiefs should focus on defense, reinforcing a unit that's already one of the league's best. Others think it's time to give Patrick Mahomes more weapons or protection on offense. So let's break down the top names being linked to KC. Defensive prospects on the radar. First up, Nick Eanwari, safety out of South Carolina. After losing Justin Reid in free agency, the Chiefs need a replacement in the secondary, and this guy is a ball hawk. 4 interceptions, 91 tackles. He plays everywhere on the field and has elite speed. Some analysts say he's a perfect fit for Steve Spagnuolo's defense. Then there's James Pierce, edge rusher from Tennessee. This guy is a nightmare for quarterbacks. He pressured the QB on 22.4% of his pass rush snaps over the last 2 seasons. He's explosive, he's disruptive, and he could be the perfect long-term piece opposite George Karlaftis. And don't forget Walter Nolan, defensive tackle from Ole Miss. Imagine pairing him with Chris Jones. Nolan is a force in the middle, and adding him would make the Chiefs' defensive line nearly unstoppable. Offensive prospects in play. But what if the Chiefs go offense? Josh Simmons, offensive tackle from Ohio State, is a name to watch. Some scouts say he has the highest upside of any lineman in this class, but he's coming off an injury. Could Veach take a gamble and give Mahomes more protection? If the Chiefs want another weapon, Matthew Golden, wide receiver from Texas, is a potential pick. He's a smooth route runner, great against press coverage, and could give Mahomes another deep threat while Rashee Rice is out. And finally, there's Tyler Booker, a dominant guard from Alabama. The Chiefs' offensive line is already improved, but if they want to dominate in the trenches, Booker could be the move. So, Chiefs Kingdom, if the draft were today, who would you pick? Drop the name of your top choice in the comments. And here's a poll for you. Would you rather the Chiefs stay at number 31 and take the best available player, or trade up to guarantee a game changer? Drop a T for trade or a P for pick in the comments. Speaking of trades, what if the Chiefs decide to move up? Let's break down the possibilities next. Now, here's the big question. Should Kansas City stay put at number 31 or make a move up the board? The Chiefs have been aggressive in the past, trading up to get Patrick Mahomes, Trent McDuffie, and Rashee Rice. Could Brett Veach pull off another draft day? Deal? Let's look at the pros and cons. The case for trading up. If the Chiefs want Josh Simmons, the Ohio State tackle, some reports suggest they might need to jump to around pick number 24 to secure him. With Mahomes' protection being a top priority, Veach could decide it's worth the investment. Another reason to move up? Elite pass rushers. Teams ahead of KC are eyeing the top defensive linemen, so if the Chiefs want a dominant edge like James Pierce, they might have to act fast. What would it Cost? Here's the challenge. Moving up isn't cheap. Based on draft trade charts, jumping from number 31 to the mid-20s could cost Kansas City a third-round pick or possibly a future second-rounder. That's a steep price. But if Veach believes a game-changer is available, would it be worth it? The alternative: staying at number 31. Of course, there's always the option to stay put and take the best available talent. The Chiefs have found great value at the bottom of the first round before. Just look at George Karlaftis in 2022. By keeping their picks, they can address multiple needs instead of going all in on one player. It's a tough call. What do you think? So, if you were Brett Veach, would you trade up or stay put? Let me know in the comments. And here's another one for you. If the Chiefs trade up, what's the highest pick they should go for? Drop a number in the comments. But what if Kansas City doesn't just focus on early round picks? Let's talk about the hidden gems that could be available later in the draft. All right, we've talked about the big names, but what about the hidden gems? The Chiefs have a history of finding talent beyond round one, and this year is no different. Let's break down some late-round prospects and local standouts who could make a real impact in Kansas City. Kansas City's track record with late-round steals. Remember Trey Smith? He was a sixth-round pick and is now a key piece of the offensive line. Isaiah Pacheco, seventh-rounder, now one of the toughest runners in the league. The Chiefs know how to find value late, and that's exactly what they'll try to do again this year. Potential sleeper picks in the 2025 draft. Here are some names to keep an eye on. Jalen Richardson, RB Concordia University, a Kansas City native with insane production at the college level. He averaged over 100 rushing yards per game last season and could be a sneaky addition to the Chiefs' running back room. Easton Kilty, OT Kansas State, a massive left tackle who transitioned from FCS to Power 5 football seamlessly. The Chiefs love developing offensive linemen, and Kilty could be their next project. A late-round wide receiver? We know the Chiefs need help at WR. Could they find another Day 3 steal like they did with Tyreek Hill years ago? The local Pro Day and why it matters. Every year, the Chiefs host a local Pro Day, inviting players who attended high school or college near Kansas City. This is a huge opportunity for smaller school prospects to get in front of Chiefs coaches and scouts. A lot of these guys won't hear their name called in the draft, but they could still earn a shot as undrafted free agents. Could the next Chiefs star be lurking in this group? What do you think? Let's get your take. Which sleeper pick are you most excited about? Drop a name in the comments. And here's a poll for you. Do late-round picks matter as much as first-rounders? Vote Y for yes, N for no. Now we've covered the top prospects, potential, trades, and hidden gems. So, what's next for Kansas City? Let's wrap things up with a final look at the draft strategy. We've broken down top prospects, trade-up scenarios, and sleeper picks, but now it's time to make the call. With all these options, what should the Chiefs actually do in the 2025 draft? The key takeaways. Here's a quick recap of the biggest topics. First round decision. Do the Chiefs bolster the defense or add firepower on offense? Trading up? Should Kansas City make a move for an elite talent or stay put at number 31? Sleeper picks. Could a late round steal or a local standout be the next hidden gem? Now, it's your turn. If you had to make one pick for the Chiefs, who would it be? Drop your choice in the comments. What's next for the Chiefs? The draft is just weeks away, and things are about to heat up. More workouts, more rumors, and possibly even some last-minute trades. And you already know, we'll be covering everything right here on Total Chiefs. Before you go, subscribe for all the latest Chiefs updates. Turn on notifications so you don't miss breaking news. Hit like if you're hyped for draft day. We're almost there, Chiefs Kingdom. Stay locked in, and I'll see you in the next video.